Welcome to Hollywood. It's July 20th, 2021. It's 88 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 Celsius, and it's 4:15 in the afternoon. I'm in front of the TCL Chinese Theater, famous for the handprints and the footprints of various stars. John Woo, James Bosham, Sylvester Stallone. Here's Donald Duck. I didn't even know Donald Duck even had something here. You can probably spend half an hour just looking for your favorite star, where the handprints are and the footprints. But a little bit of history about Hollywood. Hollywood is part of the central Los Angeles area, and it got famous for the many movie studios in the area: Disney, Paramount, Warner Brothers, and Universal Pictures. Paramount still has its studios here, as a matter of fact. Chinese Heaven Dogs. But it was incorporated as a municipality in 1903 and became a part of the city of Los Angeles in 1910. And the name Hollywood doesn't really have any special meaning to it. It's because some guy liked it. Harvey H. Wilcox liked the name Hollywood because he thought Holly sounded nice and it brought good luck. So that's why it's named Hollywood. But the Hollywood Hotel brought a lot of people to the area in 1902. And in 1912, the motion picture industry really started to get a footprint in the Hollywood area. It very quickly became the capital of the film industry in the United States. And in 1923, there was a large sign that was erected in the Hollywood Hills to advertise a housing development called Hollywoodland. And that was the original name of the sign, Hollywoodland. But it fell into disrepair, and the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce signed an agreement with the city of Los Angeles to repair the sign, but they did have to rename it as Hollywood instead. So that's where it came from. But let's go walk along Hollywood Boulevard now. We're right at the intersection of Orange Drive and Hollywood Boulevard. As is expected, it's a very popular tourist destination. And down below me is the popular Hollywood Walk of Fame. And these people who have their star on the ground are famous people. Some of the most prominent being near this Chinese theater here. But a lot of people don't know that you need to pay $50,000 for one of these stars on the ground just to have it put in and to be maintained. But many of them, as you can see, they have different logos depending on what industry they came from. Like this is television. Over here, Billy Crystal, motion picture industry. Elton John with a disc, the music industry. or you can look down probably as much as you can look up over here. Now, I did read that, wow, Godzilla has a star? Now, I did hear that the location of these stars aren't exactly random. These people, they can elect to have their stars placed at certain locations or places which are notable to them, but the Hollywood Commerce Chamber doesn't have to honor it. I've also seen 2 stars for people, like Frank Sinatra. He had a star on Hollywood Boulevard and another one on a side street. There's Jimmy Kimmel Live across the street and the El Capitan Theater. To my left here is the Dolby Theater. Martin Scorsese, Anthony Hopkins, Russell Crowe. As you can imagine, there's going to be tons of people here taking pictures with their favorite stars. There's also Hollywood bus tours you could ride on. Also, I was able to get here with the metro system. The Los Angeles Metro, the Line B, Red Line, it runs right underneath Hollywood Boulevard. It's not for everyone to ride. It was a little bit dirty in the train car, but just to let people know that it is an option. There are buses which serve Hollywood as well. Now, right now I'm entering into the Hollywood and Highland shopping mall. This shopping mall is famous for its architecture and also a great view of the Hollywood sign. If you could even call it a great view, you're still far away from it, but at least it's something. There's Ben & Jerry's here. There's a lot of retail shops in this shopping mall. Now let's get to the second floor or the third floor, and I'll show you a view of the Hollywood sign. Now, it is restricted to get to the sign itself. The best you can do is to go behind it. They did that because over time there were a lot of things that happened to the sign. Like one time somebody turned the 2 O's into 2 E's and it named Hollyweed instead of Hollywood. Okay, so we are on the second floor. One more floor to go. This is one of the few places on Hollywood Boulevard itself or near it where you can see the sign. Here's Cabo Guardabo Cantina. And here's the sign which everybody travels thousands of miles to see, or some of them rather. Let's not interrupt their picture. Okay. But yep, that's the sign right there. Not exactly the best view of it, but it's something. Hollywood in the background. Let's continue this walk of Hollywood Boulevard. If you want to use that telescope over there, you have to pay some money. All right, time to continue the walk of fame. I plan to go to Hollywood and Vine Street, where there's a great view of the Capitol Records building. If you're not familiar with it, I won't spoil the design of it, but it's really unique. I wonder if they roll out a red carpet here right in the middle for special events. They must, because it only makes sense. Coming soon, a reimagined Hollywood and Highland. You're gonna see many different people here. Like that, she seems like dressed up as a fairy. This is the metro stop I got off at, Hollywood and Highland. On the Metro B line, the red.
Sean Diddy Combs.
Here you can see the different lines they have available, serving the LA area. Doesn't get to every place, but at least they make an attempt, and they are expanding the metro. There's the Ripley's Believe It or Not building with the famous dinosaur. And also a Spider-Man. If you do take pictures with the costume characters, please be advised that they do expect a tip. Here's a busker about to play some music. This is the Hollywood First National Building. Looks very historic. Wow, there was actually a can that flew at me and hit my finger. I think it actually got it on camera. La Oriental Bistro Chinese cuisine. That looks very old. I think at one point Hollywood did have a lot of Chinese and Asian businesses in the area. That's why it's the Chinese Theater and Oriental cuisine.
Where do you find it? Know what I'm saying?
can also get many tour buses in the Hollywood area. Oh wow, 1927. This was the tallest office building in LA, Hollywood First National Bank. At least they tell you what the places are. I would think a lot of these places around Hollywood Boulevard and in Hollywood Boulevard are tourist traps, and you will have to pay a lot of money for the food you get and whatnot. There's also many souvenir shops. Buffalo world famous wings, flat burger, Bollywood grill. You can also get various pieces of art if you want to get a drawing. There's even some that aren't related to Hollywood. Here's the upside down house. Looks interesting. Starbucks coffee. Oh, we can go now. I guess this Starbucks is under construction. Seems like a good location for a Starbucks. Plenty of souvenir shops here. The prices are pretty affordable though. $5 for that big Hollywood sign. You can also get a fake Oscar for 17 bucks. 75 cents a postcard. That's not bad. As we get away from the Chinese theater, you're going to notice that the crowds of people start thinning out. Three t-shirts for $12.99. That's not bad either. Here's a Japanese restaurant, Kino, sushi, and ramen.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Looks good. Sports items, souvenirs, and gifts. 7-Eleven and a smoke shop. And there's also a lot of closed businesses in Hollywood. Stefano's Two Guys looks like it's closed permanently. Las Palmas Furniture Warehouse. Kind of looks like a hamburger place. Many of these Hollywood stars are blank as well. What's over here? Jameson's Irish Pub. Looks pretty lively over here. A lot of these stars, they have their placements in front of like famous places that they've dined at or hung out at. Cabo Cantina. Looks like a cool place to hang out. many closed businesses across the street as well. It must cost a lot of rent to have a storefront here on Hollywood Boulevard. Also very evident along Hollywood Boulevard too is the homeless population, which I have to admit, it is a crisis happening in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, it's not an easy situation to solve. And I really feel for these people who have to live on the streets. It's getting really quiet here. There's plenty of smoke shops and costume shops along Hollywood Boulevard as well. Baja Beach Club Bar, tacos, beer, sports, and margaritas. Does not seem like they're open though. Maybe it opens later. This Crest building is closed too. It's very difficult to see the Hollywood sign from these side streets because of all the trees blocking the view and the buildings. It really shocks me how many closed businesses are in this area. You would think, this being a major tourist attraction, that it wouldn't be like this, but it's scary that even if you have a business on the main strip, that there may be a chance that you can't survive and have to close up. I like the name of this place. Tequila. Whoa, I just walked right into that. Good thing I didn't twist my ankle. I just felt a big change in elevation. But yeah, I should keep away from those tree beds. This is dangerous. Hudson Avenue, also beautiful mural there. Harold's Chicken and Bar. Doesn't seem to be too busy inside. You know, I really don't see too many like chain restaurants here either. With the exception of Starbucks, but that one wasn't even open. Playmate Shoes, that place is also closed, but nice mural in the background. Still can't see the sign from this angle. By the way, the Hollywood Walk of Fame isn't just on Hollywood Boulevard either, it's on the side streets. I know Vine Street is a popular street as well. That's where the other metro station's located. There's Hollywood and Highland, Hollywood and Vine, and I think Hollywood and Vermont. There's 3 stations along Hollywood Boulevard on the train. No, it's Hollywood and Western. I just looked it up. But Hollywood and Western is really located on the East Hollywood neighborhood, really at the start of Thai Town. Wow, Hollywood's first tourist attraction was here. There's Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen, first chain restaurant I see. It's a busy street, Cahuenga Boulevard. No problem. Those fire engines are loud. They seem much louder than New York City's fire trucks. This sign has an empty emblem. I know there's one Hollywood star belonging to Donald Trump, except it keeps getting destroyed just due to how much controversy he's had as a president. New York style pizzeria, that place is closed. right, here is Hollywood and Vine. Where I want to end this video. Let's walk up here. Here the Hollywood Walk of Fame extends northward on Vine Street, but it's going to end abruptly over here. I don't see it continuing past this driveway. Or maybe it does. There is the Capitol Records building, which is designed like a bunch of records stacked on top of each other. It's a really interesting building. And with that, I will be ending this video here of Hollywood. If you enjoyed it, then please smash the like button for me. Subscribe for some more videos like these. And I will see you next time. Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye.